Hello YouTube, I'm Sky Knight. Welcome back to Bare Bones to Beautiful. Let's pretty up the ZSH prompt. Alright, as you can see, the current ZSH prompt isn't really anything to write home about. It's essentially the host name followed by a %sign. It's a little boring. It's actually probably even more boring than the bash script because I don't believe that this has anything on it. So if we cd into the root directory, I don't think this is ever going to change. Yeah, so our prompt in ZSH right now will never change. It'll always just be the host name with a %sign. We can go in and change the PS1 with it. That's something that we definitely could do, but we're going to be styling the entire thing with a plugin called Powerlevel 10,000. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to install a plugin manager for ZSH. In this case, we're going to go with zplug because that is what the Debian wiki actually suggests that you go with. So let's install that. Sudo apt install zplug. Okay, and let's pop open the wiki page for this and follow along. Okay, here we are back on the ZSH page for the Debian wiki. Let's go down, and I don't know if there is actually anything we need to do to enable the zplug. Oh yes, down here. So essentially what this does is it looks through all of these plugins, essentially, checks them if they're installed. If they're not installed, it's going to go ahead and install them. So let's add that to the end of our zsh.rc file. Copy all that. So vim, actually let's make sure we're in our home directory. List the contents there. Do a long list. Okay, there it is at the bottom, zsh.rc. Alright. I assume we also are likely going to want this sourcing this init.zsh file. There it is. Okay, and I'm fairly sure if we just run this now with no zplug plugins actually installed, I have a feeling it might error out. Let's actually just see what's going to happen. So if we close, then open the ZSH bash again. Okay, so look at that. Yep, so it definitely looks like it was attempting to do something. That it attempted to do something and wasn't able to find any of the items. Let's see if it actually created any of those directories. So cd home skynight.zplug. So we created a zplug. Is there a cache? There is a cache. What's in here? Interface. So let's just go onto the GitHub for Powerlevel 10,000. And here it is, the github.com/romkatv romkatv. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, or if that's actually meant to be pronounced. Yeah, but here it is. I'll put this link in the description. So this is what it's going to look like, essentially. Depending on which one I decide to go with, I usually just like the simple one here. I do kind of like all of these icons here. But let's scroll down to see where we get this installed at. There it is, zplug. Okay, let's open up our ZSH.rc again, and I'm pretty sure we're actually not in our, yeah, no, we're not in our home directory. It's really hard to tell when your prompt isn't actually updating. So vim.zsh.rc, and we should just have to plug that in right there. And let's just add a comment. Powerlevel 10k. Yeah. Okay. Now, so if zplug check verbose, but how does it what does zplug check do? Let's actually see what this is doing. Zplug check verbose. Oh, is it ZS? Do I have to be in ZSH too? Dang it. I do want it installed, but I want to see what how that's working first. So let's clear that out. Zplug check verbose. Oh, interesting. So zplug check must look for anything in the. Actually, is there a man page for this? Check whether there is at least one item that's not installed. If package is given, check if package is installed. Okay. So if zplug check finds something that isn't installed, prompt the user to install it. Okay, cool. I guess I probably could have just got that from reading it, but oh well. Let's jump back over to bash and then back into ZSH. Yes, let's install it. And I think we're going to have to do some configuration here. Does this look like a diamond? Yes. Does this look like a lock? It does. Does this look like a Debian logo? It looks like a beautiful, beautiful Debian logo. Do all of these icons fit between the crosses? It's close, but I'd say that they do. Yes. Now the question. I don't like rainbow. That seems a little gaudy. Pure. Pure looks kind of nice. Pure, classic, or lean. You know what? Let's do classic. We're gonna go with classic. Or pure. Let's just do classic for now. Okay. P10k. Configure. Looks like a diamond. Looks like a lock. Looks like a Debian logo. That's fine. Oh! I don't know why it kicked me out. So do we want Unicode or ASCII? I'm thinking Unicode. I like the little bar here. And over here. Kind of wrapping everything together. Let's go with Unicode. Ooh! I wonder if that's going to have any sort of opacity to it. Or if that's just going to be... Because right now, it's a pretty... I suppose it'll look exactly like it looks here, so I don't think we want light. Lightest, maybe. Maybe darkest would be easiest to read. So we're going to do darkest. I like 24-hour. I like military time. Every job I basically ever had has used military time. I've gotten used to it. My wife thinks I'm crazy for having it. On basically every clock that I own, and every clock that I can get my hands on in this house that has the ability to show 24-hour time, it has 24-hour time. She'll get used to it eventually. Maybe. Okay. Prompt separators, let's see. I don't like round. Slanted's okay. Vertical's alright. I like the angled one. I think I'm gonna go with the angled one. Okay, now what do we want the head to look like? I kind of like how it's blurred out, but is that how the blur is going to look? Because that doesn't really look very good. You know, if I don't like how the blur looks, we'll come back and do another configuration of this. But I think it's fine. We'll do the blurred one. Now for the tails. I think it makes sense to go with flat since the beginning. I think it just looks nice having it flat on the beginning, or round actually. I don't mind round. Let's go with round. Okay, so here we are. Looks like we want to select either is it everything going to be on one line or two lines. Oh, you know, I kind of like having the the area of the prompt where you're actually typing below it. Let's do 2 lines. Okay, now for a disconnected prompt. Oh, I kind of like how it's a solid I don't know how well this comes through on the video itself, but there's actually a line that goes across. Ooh, there's dots too. I think I like the line better. We're gonna do a solid line across. Prompt frame. What does that mean? No frame. Left. I still don't know what it's doing. Right. Or full. Oh, I see. This is a terrible background to be looking at this with. That's a little better. Okay. We can see it now. So full will be the sides on here. It kind of rounds down. I don't think I want it on the right-hand side. I do like it on the left, though. I think that looks nice. Let's go with left, option 2. Compact or sparse? You know, I already have things going on 2 lines. It'll be pretty easy to differentiate between them because I am using the this little grouping here. Let's just go with compact. It should be fairly easy to look at what we're doing. Let's do few icons or many icons. Oh, I kind of wish there was an in-between. I like this Debian logo. I don't like how there's a folder icon here. I know that it's a folder. I do like the Git icons. I don't much care for the hourglass. That seems pointless. I don't much care for the clock either. That seems pointless. But let's start with many icons. Maybe it'll be easy enough to like configure inside. Maybe we can just like comment out parts of the file or something. I don't know. Something we can look into. Okay, concise or fluent? I'm not seeing much of a difference other than there's more words in fluent. Let's go with concise. Enable transient prompt. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We're gonna go with no. Don't make it transient. Okay. Install prompt mode. I guess verbose. I don't know what the other options are, so 1. Apply changes to .zshrc. Yeah, sure, go for it. If you know what you're doing, I can. We'll take a look at it afterwards. Okay. So there is our prompt now. That is quite nice, isn't it? Well, let's see what it did. Vim.exinit. Oh, not exinit rc, ZSH rc. Okay, I probably added everything to the bottom. So let's see. To customize prompt run p10k configure or edit the b10k.zsh file. Maybe I'll look into that a little later. For now, I think the last thing we want to do is actually make ZSH our default shell. Now that it looks nice and pretty. Let's clear out of there. Let's check on how to change the shell. It's pretty easy to do. Okay. And I don't know if I need to run this as sudo. I don't believe so, since there's no hash or pound sign in front of it. So chsh, which is short for change shell, -s/bin/zsh. Put our bin in. Okay. Now, when we start it up, it will load this. There we go. Okay, there it is. Well, that took a while. Okay, well, we have it working now. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm Sky Knight. See ya.